嫁人吧。
对，就是那盏灯。
Raise the Red Lantern is a classic film directed by Zhang Jimou, deeply revealing the oppression and alienation of women by feudal etiquette through the tragic competition among concubines in the Chen family compound during the Republican era. The film's filming was symmetric and closed off. How the framing was set up and what effect it had in film as a narrative tool. Today, we will analyze this film, following the protagonist's perspective as we delve into that feudal era of repression. Let's consider the specific film and television clips. When Song Liang first entered her room, the camera repeatedly shot her through the door frames and window frames, securely locking her within the second frame of the scene. First, this is a panoramic shot that reveals the environment the main character intends to enter. The courtyard is typical of a northern quadrangle, but it is portrayed in the film as exceptionally tall, imposing, and well-organized, with a surreal quality. The main female character appears insignificant here, showcasing the oppression of feudalism. At the same time, layer upon layer of roofs and narrow corridors themselves become part of the composition, representing an unshakable and cold order. Characters move around like pieces on a chessboard. Whenever a lady's yard lights up, her reaction often involves peering out through her own courtyard door or window, forming a peeping perspective. This is not just a simple shot, it is a powerful visual metaphor. The central composition and symmetrical composition symbolize characters being gradually constrained by feudal etiquette, family rules, and jealous gazes. Each framework is an invisible constraint, highlighting their desperate situation with nowhere to escape. We'll watch the most iconic shot of the film together next. The camera captures the courtyard at an absolute vertical angle, offering a panoramic view with the roof divided into neat, repetitive geometric blocks, making the figures appear as insignificant as ants. Lighting lamps and pounding legs are typically composed with strict symmetry, with characters centered in the frame, and ritualized actions appear particularly rigid and oppressive in the symmetrical composition. This symmetrical composition creates an undeniable sense of order and stability, but this stability comes at the cost of suppressing human nature. The geometric composition of the aerial photograph compares the Chen household to a chessboard, with women at the mercy of others, their fates controlled by a higher, intangible power. Let's watch the climax of the film together and see how the imbalanced and unstable composition is portrayed. After Song Liang got drunk and spent time with the young master, numerous mid-scene shots appeared, clearly showing that the character's current state and mood were very unstable. Here, her spirit began to crumble. It's clear that many of these films are now showing imbalanced composition. The screen tilts, pushing the characters into corners, forming a sharp contrast with the strict symmetry of the first half of the film. Few hold high positions, while the main female character is on the lower side. At the end of the film, she wore her school uniform and frantically circled the courtyard, her composition completely out of order, chaotic, and out of focus. At the same time, this is a panoramic view, with the lens slowly widening from near to far. We saw the entire courtyard once again, drawing people inside. The camera gradually moves away from the subject or changes the lens focal length, shifting from a long focal length to a short focal length, thereby widening the frame from near to far and reducing the image size. The evolution of the composition directly reflects the changes in the protagonist's psychological state, from being suppressed by order to struggling within it, ultimately leading to the collapse of both the spiritual world and the external composition due to the inability to resist it. Composition became an external manifestation of her inner world. The camera's pull-out also reveals the character's insignificance, sadness, and helplessness, reflecting her sense of isolation. Characters are drawn into the entire environment, reflecting their relationship and further highlighting their sense of helplessness in the times. Summarized. The composition of the Great Red Lantern hanging high is far from arbitrary. It is a rigorous and systematic visual symbolic system. It through close the composition of the Chen family compound, and construct a physical and spiritual cage. Symmetry and geometric divisions symbolize the cold, feudal order. The application of pitch perspective to establish power relationships and character status. These compositional techniques seamlessly blend with color, light, and architectural space, infusing each frame with narrative tension and symbolic meaning, vividly and powerfully showcasing feudal society's realistic nature and the tragic fate of its characters on screen.